Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Matt in the Kitchen. September, that's where we are. September edition 2021. And a new little gear set up today. So I hope you can hear me all okay and it's not too loud or anything or distorted or of any variety. But yeah, brand new setup today. And I'm just hoping things will work okay. So we are making a Torta Caprese. Yeah, do you know what one of those is? It is from Nadia Bakes. It is from her book, Nadia Bakes, which is one of my son's favourite books actually. And so this is her recipe from page, let's have a look, page 30. She does it with a caramelised white chocolate sauce, but we're not going to do that today. We are just going to do the torta itself. If you are watching, do say hello in the comments, say hi, and I've got a great question for you a little bit later on, but if you are in the comments, do say hi. Just type it in and I will give you a hello today. My little funny mixer thing is not working today and I have no idea why, but if you say hi I'll stick you in the comments, just like myself here sticking myself in there saying good morning to you. How are you? I hope you're all right and doing well. So what have we got today? Let's have a look at the recipe. And here we need 5 eggs. So I'm going to go and grab those. Medium eggs. I've got large, so I might do 4 eggs, maybe. Pinch of salt. I've got the butter out. Caster sugar. I am a little bit behind on sorting things out, it must be said. So you're going to see me grab all the bits and pieces. And stick them up on the table. So actually let's go to this one here and then you can see the stuff being sorted out. So 5 medium eggs, which we'll grab out of there. Pinch of salt, which I will grab from here. Turn that to the camera. Caster sugar. Oh, I hope I've got some caster sugar. I'm pretty sure I have. So this one is a no flour recipe. It's a no flour recipe because it uses ground almonds. So let me just get to my sugar. I've got golden caster sugar. That may have to do. I need to sort this microphone out. It all came to a crashing end because baking powder, bit of that in the limelight. What else do we need? The ground almonds, dark chocolate, cocoa powder. So I've got some Bourneville, and I may just need to look for some baking powder. And I think that's icing sugar. Oh no, that'll be all right. So I've got the Bourneville. So I think that's going to be all right because I don't think I've got any normal caster sugar. So that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I'm happy enough using golden caster sugar. I don't think it's going to be hugely different. What I will do is I'm just going to sort my microphone out because I just flung it on, so I'm just going to mute myself, and then I'll be back. So, yeah, let me just mute myself. Okay, back in the room. Back in the room for you. Hello. Hiya. So that's our recipe. Let's just have a look at it again. 5 medium eggs, check. We've got actually let's go to this one here. 5 medium eggs, yep. Pinch of salt, yep. Unsalted butter, yep, which is here. A lure pack I'm using today. I know I don't often go for the butter itself. Caster sugar, got golden caster sugar today. Ground almonds, yes I do. There's the ground almonds today. Dark chocolate, so I've got some dark chocolate. 150 grams. So I'm going to make the rest of it up with a bit of a slab of that as well, because dark chocolate, I find it is a little bit over the top for this one. Cocoa powder, yes. Teaspoon of baking powder, yes. And a bit of icing sugar, just a sprinkle on the top. Yes, I've got that. It's quite a process, this one. Let me just bring the recipe back up, and here we are. Lovely, lovely. So to start off with, we have to do preheat the oven at 170 or 150 fan. So I'm going to do 150. Oh, I do the top, don't I? So let's just get that in. So 170 degrees. That is going to be preheated way before we get to kneading it. So that's good. And we need to first of all melt the dark chocolate. So that's what we'll do first of all. 200 grams of the dark chocolate. So let's do that. If you're in the comments, hello, say hello, and I'll give you a nice mention on Matt in the Kitchen this morning for September. Right. Just give this a little wipe around. We're going to be whisking some egg whites later on, which I don't think we've done on Matt in the Kitchen yet. So that would be a good thing to do. Right, so I need my scales, which are here. These ones are playing up. It's a bit annoying. These ones are playing up because they just start counting up, whether I put anything on or not. So I'm already on 3 grams already, 4 grams, and I'm not touching it. It's not very good, is it? Six grams, I've not even put anything in. I think last time, so I've made this recipe already and it was absolutely gorgeous, which is, well, one of the reasons that I'm making it again. And also, I've not done a non-flour based cake on Matt in the Kitchen so far. Let me just go to the phone cam, you don't need to see me, slightly off camera. Right, that's your 150, and then I need 50 grams of this. So I thought it'd be a useful thing to do a non-flour based one. So I reckon 210. That'll do. Oh, what am I going to do with that? I don't know. I think I do know. I think it's going to go in my face later on. But never mind. Right, that's going in there. I love chocolate out the fridge, don't you? Absolutely. Got to be done. Right, quick wash of the hands. And, you know, you used to do it in a bain-marie, didn't you? But life is a little bit short for bain-maries nowadays. So we will do it in the microwave. The thing to do, well, the thing that I do is I put the microwave down to about 50% so that I'm not quite nuking it, but that seems to give me what I'm after, which is like a good melting consistency, but it doesn't start boiling the chocolate. That makes it sound horrific, doesn't it? Boiling the chocolate. We don't want that. Saturday morning, if you are watching, then do say hello in the comments. We are streaming live to both Facebook and YouTube at the same time, with any luck. Hopefully that is what's happening your end, and you can see us today. Let me just go and have a little look here and see what's going on. Yeah, Matt in the kitchen. That's marvellous. Let me just go here and view the event and see what's going on here. Lovely. That's good. That's good. That's looking good. I'm afraid I do have just my scrappy old shorts on because I sort of ran out of time, and so we've gone straight into Matt in the kitchen today. Right, so I've done about a minute on that, and that's what we've ended up with. Just move this. It's starting to go. Of course, the milk goes before the dark, just because of the consistency of the chocolate. So I'll do a minute and a half in total, and we'll see where we are from there. And what I am going to do is I'm just going to share this, if I can, share it out. If I can, to my page as well. Let me just sort that out. And I shall just paste that in there out to my friends, and they can watch that as well on Facebook. So yeah, if you'd like a mention, then just say hello on there. That would be wonderful, and then I know that everything is hunky dory. Right then, let's have a check on this. Oh yeah, look at that. I just want it gently warm. I just want it gently melted. Like I said, I don't want it hot, because especially because we actually need to leave it to cool a little bit before we put it in our recipe, else things go wrong quite quickly. So I'm going to actually leave that over there for us to sort out. You just get rid of the mouse up there, and so we have melted the dark chocolate. We need to line and lightly grease around 23cm cake tin. So that's what I've got. That's what I've got here. So let's just expand that out and then clamp it up. I love these ones with the clamps at the side. Brilliant. And then a removable bottom. So I need to grease that up and line it ideally. Actually, before we do that, then, if we need to line it, then what we could do is get a bit of greaseproof paper and do a bit of an art project. Foil, greaseproof paper. I haven't got too much of it left, but I got something. Okay. Let's clear the decks a little bit. Fantastic. And just get a pencil, and then we'll get this sorted out. Gorgeous. I need scissors now, don't I? Let's get rid of this bit. We don't need that. What we need is a bit of a helping hand. That's what we need. Right. There we go. Feels slightly like I'm on Blue Peter doing this. I am not good at crafts. Not good at crafts. Right, here we are then, 23cm tin. Going to use some of our unsalted butter just to line this. If you're watching today, say hello, say where you're watching us from. Would be wonderful. And have you ever made a Torta Caprese before? I've got no idea if I'm pronouncing it right or not, but hey ho. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry about that, deafen you at home. Alright, so I buttered that up, and then I've got my circle here. Press that in, right around the edges. Right around the edges, that's all fine. It should come away from the edges. It's right at the bottom and around the edges of the bottom. There. Alright, so we've lined that. And so what we need to do now is we need to start getting busy with the eggs. Alright, so we're going to just leave that aside. Give my hands a wipe. And we are going to start with the eggs. Now I just need to read a little bit further down here. Alright, so I'm going to use this for the first bit. And then I'm going to use the bowl of the mixer for the egg white stuff. Okay, let me just grab that. Okay, so what we've got is we've got the bowl of the big mixer, and we've got this one, and we're going to do all the chocolatey mess in there and all the egg white whisking in there, because the egg whites take quite a bit of whisking to get up, and then it's all going to end up in this. So that's the plan. So we've got to separate the eggs. Alright, so let's just go to that, and we've got to separate the eggs out. And the recipe calls for 5 medium eggs. I've got large ones here, and so we need to just be aware of that. So I think I'm gonna do 4. So egg whites in here. Let's move this along here. Egg whites egg yolks here, egg whites here. So I find that there's no pretty way of doing this. It just involves getting your hands in there. So egg yolks in here. Egg whites in here. I have to keep remembering. All right. So what I do is I get rid of the top of the egg, and then I just put it across gently into my other hand and let the yolk stay on there and sort of be filtered out. The egg white just drops to the bottom. It's a tricky one. You have to like gently caress the yolk, else it splits and then you're in trouble. Alright, so then when that's done, put the yolk over there, get rid of the shells and repeat. Okay. Take the top off. Get as much yolk out as possible. See that one wanting to hang on in there. Oh, lovely. And then put it to the other hand and just slightly open your fingers to let the yolk through, the white through. And then I'm putting the yolk over there. Okay, we just need to repeat that a few more times. Get rid of all of that. So how have you been? What have you been up to? I went to Tower Bridge in London last Saturday to the Tower Bridge Experience. You get to go up and over the bridge, and they put a glass floor in so you can look down. Then you get to go to the engine room, which is the thing that actually sort of makes the bridge go up. Very good indeed. I would recommend it, especially if you've got children that are slightly sort of into engineering type stuff, because you kind of get to know how it's done, you know. Oh, look at that egg white there. And then it traps that through. Ugh, this is sticky. That's better. Come on. Sometimes it really doesn't want to come off. This one's surrounding the egg. That's it. Right. That will do. I'm going with the 4. Wash the hands because they're absolutely yolky. And give them a quick dry, and then we'll be ready to move on. It's quite a long bake, this one. I think it's like an hour and then 30 minutes with the door open. So it's a big one. All right. Welcome. If you're just tuned in to Matt in the Kitchen, let's go back here. We are Matt in the Kitchen. Hello, my name's Matt, and we try and do a bit of baking once a month. Today we're doing the Torta Caprese, which is like a chocolatey sort of brownie tart. It's really, really very nice and doesn't include any flour at all. So that's what we're doing today. That's what we're following along with. There will be a quick bites version of this on YouTube as well. Just search Matt in the Kitchen, where I edit down and we just basically crack on with the recipe, and we get the recipe done in less than 15 minutes. So it's a quick way of getting with it and knowing what's going on. This is what we're using today, ingredients wise. We got 5 eggs, pinch of salt, unsalted butter, caster sugar, ground almonds. That's kind of what gives the cake its oomph. Dark chocolate, cocoa powder, baking powder, bit of icing sugar on the top. If you are joining us on Facebook or YouTube, just stick a comment in down below just saying hi, and I'll give you a mention on today's live stream. Right then, we've separated those off. We separated the egg yolks and the egg whites. We add a pinch of salt to the egg whites and we set that aside. Okay, so pinch of salt in there, and we're going to move that out of the way because we need to concentrate on this, and we can stick the eggs back in the fridge. Got to try and keep a tidy work surface, haven't we? Right. So we've got 4 yolks in there, and we need to add the butter, sugar, ground almonds, and the cooled melted chocolate. So that's, I'm just going to give the chocolate another go because I do want to get every bit melted in there. But I also, like I said, I wanted it to cool so that we can play with it. Right. Here we go then, butter. Let's whack the butter in. I need a little knife. $200 grams, so I'm just going to get rid of that much and see where we are. Where can I stick that? I'll stick that up here for the moment. Perfect. Right, that's 207. Just gonna stick that in. It's not healthy, this recipe. Just you know, for your information. Right, that's that done. Hands of the old wipey. So that's the butter in. Then we need 180 grams of caster sugar. Just get a lid here. Just clear this out. Turn this off. Turn it on again. 180 grams. Alright, stick that in. Butter, sugar, ground almonds, 200 grams of ground almonds, which is this whole pack. This is what we're using instead of flour today. Yep. And then the cooled melted chocolate. Let's move this down a bit. These plastic spatulas are fantastic at just clearing the stuff out of the way. If you're watching us in the queue for a petrol station to get some petrol or diesel, then hello to you. I got some yesterday. I didn't realise it was actually, there was some sort of problem. But there wasn't there? Right, cocoa powder. So I'm using some Bourneville kind of hot chocolatey stuff, but it is cocoa powder. And we need 25 grams of cocoa powder. Need a spoon. Like I said, I'm not very prepared today. Too busy with all the gear. In goes the cocoa powder. So that's good, and baking powder, and we just need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This is slightly old, I think, this baking powder, but hey ho. Can't have everything. Aren't we all just slightly old sometimes? Yeah, I forget the best before date. April 2021. Where are we? September? Yeah, we'll be alright, won't we? We'll be alright. Right, done that. Take the bowl with the thingy, thingy and thingy. Add the thingy, thingy, thingy. Okay, alright, so we've got that. Okay, I've got it slightly the wrong way, but hey ho, we'll be alright. So we've got that, so that's good. We'll leave that as it is. It's time to work on the egg whites now. So, remember we had the egg whites in here, and we need to whisk them up. So, let's we'll grab the old mixer here. Ooh. Here we are. The star of the show. The one everyone's been waiting for. The big grey mixer. So, I have to be careful here because I've got a smart speaker, and sometimes when I say a mixer, she gets a bit confused. Right, here we are then. That's not a particularly good angle, is it? Right. Here we go. Here we go. Right, and we need the whisk. I did used to have like a handheld mixer thing, but it started smelling like it was going to blow up, so I got rid of it. Right, so we got the whisk on there. We lower it down. We've plugged it in. We need to whisk until we have stiff peaks. So let's do that. Lovely noise. This is 4 large eggs worth of egg yolks. Oh, we need to go back here, don't we? There. and it will slowly, the wonders of whisks and egg yolks, will slowly go whiter. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to move it to another bowl. Which might be my undoing, but we'll see. Here we go, let's get that going. If you're watching today, do say hello in the comments. It's getting whiter, isn't it? You've got to be careful not to over beat these things. Wouldn't quite say they're stiff yet. That's it. That's good. There you go. Right, I'll just stick that there. See how stiff it is there. That peak's staying up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this gently, because I do not want to beat the air out of this. But because I'm a bit lazy and I've only got one pan for the mixer, I kind of want to use this bowl. It is amazing, isn't it, how egg whites turn to this. Right, that'll do. I've got a little bit in there, but not loads. Leave that at the side, and then I'm going to move all of that stuff in there. There we go. Gorgeous. Fantastic. That's that cleared out. and then I just need to somehow get all of that in there. Leave that like that. Then you carry on with the same beater. That's on. Lovely. Get that all in there. Get it out the beater in a minute. So we've got to whisk that until we've got a smooth, evenly blended chocolate mixture. Just need to bash that stuff off the beater. Oopsie. Whack that back in there. And get that buttery yellow stuff off the beaters, because that needs to be mixed in. It's got to mix together. Marvellous. Get that back down again. So, we're doing alright. We're doing okay. This is going to mix up. Try and smooth it off a little bit. Gonna quieten that down. The trouble with these spatulas is the ends fall off. So let me just grab a wooden spoon. There we go. Just grab a wooden spoon, go back to this. Get the edges in. Alright, that's pretty good. So what we have to do is we have to then add a third of the egg white mixture into the chocolatey mix and mix well with a spoon. Okay, so we get that out. We can sort this. Never going to be completely smooth because remember the ground almonds. Yeah, so don't worry about it too much. Gosh, that beater's gone a bit of a funny wonk, isn't it? Oh no, I think they all do that. Right, I'll eat that beater later. Chef's treat. Now we can get rid of that. We can put this to the back. And then, no, that's completely in the way. There we go. Right, bring all that down. So now, with the egg white, Stick a bit of that in, and then you've got to be careful because we don't want to completely flatten it. So you sort of need to like fold it over, but it gets easier as you add more in. So you don't want to like beat it, because you want to try and capture some of that air in the mix. It needs to be fully incorporated in there. It does get the old arm going. Don't see any white, any of the white in there. So we add a third in. And we add a little bit more in and fold it in. Slow and steady wins the race on this, really. Pretty dreary day. Gorgeous yesterday, wasn't it? Say hello in the comments, else I don't know you're there. As we are on both Facebook and YouTube today. YouTube in 1080 high definition, Facebook in the usual 720. Torta Caprese from Nadia's recipe book. Okay, I'm sticking a bit more in there now. Alright, so we're just working away on this. Final bit. Get all of that lovely goodness in. Put that aside. And give it one final mix in to get rid of any bits of white. getting to the bottom there. It's the one problem with the KitchenAid bowls, is that they've got this sort of lip at the bottom, which often means that you can easily forget a bit of mixture right at the bottom of the base. All right, I think we're good. No streaks remaining, and we need to pour it into the prepared cake tin. Make sure we don't leave anything behind. Spin that round. Get it into the edges. Again, we're trying not to squeeze the air out of it, but we do also have to get it into the edges. Alright, and I'm just going to wipe that off with my finger. Alright, that's in. It's about as flat. About as flat as I can get it. There's a bit of mixture left. Right, so what's this? What's happening now with this one? So, we are sticking it in the oven, is what's happening. No great surprise there. It's just let's just go back to here. So we're going to stick it in the oven, which we preheated, conventional 170, 150 fan, and about 3.5 gas mark, 5 gas mark, 3.5 if you want to do it that way. And then we need to bake it for 50 minutes to an hour. Then once it's cooked, should be firm in the centre. Got to turn the oven off, open the door, but we've got to leave it in there for a further 30 minutes. Alright, so it's quite a long one, isn't it? So let's, I'm going to set the timer. I'll set it for 50 and then we'll see what happens after that. 50, 50, 50. There we go, 50 minutes. Bang. Done. And we'll see how we go. Pictures will be up on Facebook, on the Facebook page, facebook.com/there's a mat in the kitchen. And you can also see the picture on the YouTube thumbnail once it is all done and I've taken pictures on there. So that is Nadia Bakes' version of the Torta Caprese. And thank you very much for joining me today. It's been lovely to have you on board, as they say. And I will we'll see how it goes. And we'll be back in October for another Mat in the Kitchen. If you've got suggestions, stick them in the comments of the replay and we will stick them in the list, add them along to the list. Thanks again for joining me, and what I need to do now is I need to hit this and say bye-bye.